okay with the
Unfortunately for him, so majority of the ministers every 2 regions of Ghana, Eastern and Ashanti region.
wrong, Ghana.
Man, say wrong. And constitution to article 35, directive principle of state policy. Say, Oman Penibia and answer Nipabia or Ghana. Ooh, yeah, Bibia. You must be fair. You must take into consideration regional, gender, and other factors. That's why you ministers do not know free Eastern region Ashanti. And the majority of them ministers, I also will constitute cabinet do not have free Ashanti in Eastern. And then I want to mean two fund to Ghana. And Central and Western region, Komunyo because transport new railway is not something which is major. Into Central region, our transport, Western region, our railways. And then I'm all shut up, or the woman by cabinet.
I see.
You understand me? Into that's not the real cabinet. You cannot do a cabinet and then leave out the senior minister, who is like a prime minister, the local government minister, the technology minister, the everyone say national security minister. I mean, then what kind of government are you running?
Oh, okay, the point. Maybe by the Twitch. Alhaji, that's cabinet.
But Ukraine, he has a point. Media. Mentisa or no Alhaji Bature, a green or say red. He's making a vital, raising vital points. Honestly, would him say, Mimfa, Magrini, and Koho, Tessenia, or Kani. But status so Bobo the age. If the senior minister, if national security, especially local government, but president no one prerogative, or not to make us a nipa win the former cabinet. Indeed, I have nothing to say, but environment. And again, you know, there are certain brains that you need them at all times. Safumafu, Kandapa, Professor from Pombwati.
I'm Aja Lima Mama. Very experienced woman.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything. He do. In fact, I draw my attention. Me in fact, my granny and
yeah, can none probably if he say yeah, we want to help the government to govern the country properly.
Time be our cabinet meeting. Maybe a vote, don't vote.
Yeah,
they can't take decisions. They can only but they don't take part in decisions. So a buying person where your policy we are, they don't take part. They don't vote. They only seek their advice, and that's the danger.
You see,
because
not me, I can't say, okay, the vision or the buyer, one district, one factory. It overshadows the local government ministry at the best. Who had the budget alone and the intention of a year. So in the area, he was torn between the two. Say, my vision, we promote Sadi way. So I should always get the person at all time. But some issues, allow you, let me finish. I can't defend certain things. I'm not privy to it.
This argument about vision, and I'll try to take a cue from you. Say, anytime Ken call radio and TV, so you can say, young can because that is what will make this country free. That is what will build this country. What is about vision? What is the correlation between vision and the life-size government? What is the correlation? What is the you can prosecute your vision with 12 ministers, competent ministers. What you do is you get debts for others. That will not be a burden, too much burden on the state purse. You say you are coming to protect national purse, and you are dissipating it left, right, center. 110 ministers. Obia benye bangalo, obia benye viet, obia benye security, obia benye cook, garden. What kind of protecting of state resources no? When we all know, the whole world, no country has got this number of ministers. The whole world. Even America with 350 million population, all ministers are high. Nigeria, 170. All ministers are high. And then Nana Akufo-Addo vision no dey say oh like Kwame Nkrumah. All vision, the ministers are high. Once you have the vision, few ministers can prosecute the vision with the support of the technocrats. And you don't need to make somebody a minister before he or buy into your because minister no say 12,000 and 15,000. 1 month taking care of a minister is more than 100,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
You understand me? And look at the 110. You multiply by 12 months, multiply by 4 years. It's a drain on national press. And these excuses about vision. What vision? 6 months in here. Again, no oya air from co. They say what we are hearing, like Madam First Lady Eka. She is begging. And if you like, open and read, quote where we quoted it. Also, Moka say, Omunsia Botreman and Akufo-Addo na Boshe na Omamu na Obedi Sunemu. Oba obehuze mama say bibia and they are feeling war to name ye into Moka. She was telling the Queen Mother, Mon country Mukunum say, or Mun Siabutreman Mikunu. No, but
okay.
Is that a vision?
But what is wrong with that?
Is that a vision? Is that a vision? Nana Akufo-Addo country Ghana said, this country is not poor. God didn't place this country here as a poor country. Yes. You will have the money.
Yes.
That's the slogan. We have the money. But we have the money. It is reckless dissipation. It is reckless. Now you come to government 6 months. Where is the money? Where is the money?
Alhaji, 6 months, and too early.
What is too? Where was Tika? Oh, that is why I said they almost shed a Ghana for everybody who knew governance. Are buying, it said, our everyday life. Kennedy, what here? Obian is a millionaire. But I can tell you, if you pay 50,000 horses,
which is true.
But over Japan, more than 5 billion. Sana are buying a tier. Futuo, and I say, my friends, taxes. What GDPR, duty, duties, and the fees, hospital, a DNA, and then, a bedroom by 20th. Not a buying percent or expenses of 10 million this month. 10 million, you buy 5 million, and now 6 million. A buying cratch for an argument for. And by 20th, Scout may omun target. And then they have to use it to pay workers first. And Sana, that's why you see that every government, right from Rawlings, National Health Insurance, Get Fund, Common Fund, all the statutory funds, who is always in arrears 4, 5, 6, 7 months.
Okay, Alhaji, my friend, say, okay, Japan. Alhaji, Wakanda say, even 30% of money is right here.
I'll vote for them. I'll campaign for them.
You know, let's start with what First Lady said. Alhaji Bature, Ochianane. What is wrong with it? Say, Okase, Munya Abutre Mamikun. Mon country Mukunum say, Munya Abutre no obetimi affix. What is wrong with that? Let me tell you. Here, Ufa inter-agencies crackeke between ECG and VRE. Eka, Wadi Way, Ohe, VRE, Greco, Ohe, all the agencies, Eka, over $2 billion that Kanufuriata, finance minister, has to find money to pay so that he can stabilize it. And when you see, your power, you catch them say, you're corrupt, more say, or man, was you correct? Because you were able to cover a lot of things. When we came, we've been able to uncover a lot of things. I just say, the magnitude of the problem, it is not what Alhaji Bature was telling us. It is not what NDC was telling us. Because they were suppressing information. Now we have it. What you say? And it will take time. What the 4 years, 8 years, I say of mine. Alhaji Bature sits here and says, young for 6 months. And fix it, oh man. How possible? How possible? What do you say? Nyankopon can say, "Ana Yesu, wasi me de daku beden. Ebe bu edan no. Me boa. Na me de nansa esi. Although he was talking about new ehwasem. I don't think what do one day ebui na nansa 3 days and what it see. Another side of a year waiting apart from that theological year outcome. So it is easy to destroy and difficult to build. And that is the problem Nanado is facing now. And he's going to fix it. Wakacha say on ye. The man who share baby award to Nyoma. And now achievement that Ebini saying. Look, the degradation of our forests and our rivers in this country. Galam say, if he has been able to minimize it about 90%, is it not an achievement? Now, the meeting that we held, they're going to find money to cover assassination. Yes. Yes. That is a way of even creating jobs for the youth. Yeah. We have to find money to cover assassination. Because I guess the future of our children is bleak. And if a president sticks his neck to say, number 20, we have to save this nation. And he's been able to do that. Alhaji Bature, how do you define success or management of an economy? What you are saying?
Thank you very much.
And all we are saying is that the magnitude of the corruption and the problems, the debt you left. And I'm called Minister of Energy. Minister in the document back, what they presented to Minister of Finance was about 254 million. Now with the 500 million a year. Yes. Now they have to pay. So what are you talking about? Nobody call Minister of Finance now 254 million. And when you are second in here, nobody call finance ya capture say the NDC for contractors. This 500 and something million. They never presented it. If MPP Ama and Kabeden won't say, yeah. So who presented 250 million or 54 million? Namiba, Namasabe, who another 500 and something million. Almost 800 million in one ministry. What do you expect? This is a Mahamino, and Kase Munya Butrena, Sanya Mahama, and in a buying as say, or Mani Duri and Timunya Butrena never fix here. You find a problem with that? And the big attempt and year so far, I actually said Nana Akufo-Addo can't fix the economy. The man is on point. On winning or no or winning Ghana my home. Yes. And if you have a problem with that, then I'm afraid. Send me a musi say or money do you it's this time. Okay. And we are not buying time for anything. Whilst we are talking, say we need in this time. The man is still working.
You see, where their arguments, but their own argument fall flat. MPP see themselves as super Ghanaians. MPP, the whole.
How do they see?
They see themselves as super Ghanaians. One thing, Nana Akufo-Addo was doing on man who first. President man was doing man who. Onya Ghana, one you Ghana, President Mills won't drink Ghana. That is the kind of mentality they have.
My dream is by
my brother. No president, nobody rise to that level that he doesn't think about the nation.
So
because
President
Mahama, as Antifo na eko margins, no president want to be disgraced. Master. He asked me a rhetorical question. How do you define success? And then I'm going to define success for him.
As a country,
growth. I am going to define success for him. So Nima. And that is the wickedness of these people.
Which people?
This current government. Governance is a continuous process. One government built, another continue. Rawlings started it. He did his bit. President Kufuor continued. President Mills did his bit. Muhammad, he is not a Ghanaian. He didn't do anything for Ghana. You see, when we talk about success, Sabi, and yes, sika one nipa bottom, and they just we scan and I say you are successful. The mere fact that, for example, in the Ghana, Obi Abba, I'm in there, among for Ekuta yellow Ghana. I a hallmark of this country for about 10 years. Ubu Bia Napa, Okuta Yellow Ghana, Air Coran, Eco Pensio. That is success. That alone is success. What me a pager water coverage in this country, almost from 50% to about 72% coverage. Success is when you are able to provide electricity to cover almost about 80. We are second to South Africa, and it all happened under Mahama. Success is when you have a president who has a vision that education is key to the building and development of society, and yet just not for us today.
Okay,
but let me make this final statement. What me and you say from independence up to Onuoba Obano, Ghana was 570 senior high schools. Onun Kwanse obesi almost half 200 to absorb the thousands and then 430,000 people's cultural BEC. Which classes are they going to sit in? That is success when we talk about success. And then because of that success is Papa no Choki and Omu by what is say Omusi Ombe Lore Kwambi. What is say Omusi Ombe school dying be? What is say Omusi Ombe Asibito? These are success because Obiayo. So you have the luxury now to do whatever you want to do.
Alhaji.
Yes.
But in the midst of all this success, our can was Manda John Dramani Mahama. This is your founder talking. That your definition for success, he sees that definition as a corruptible grouping of people.
I hope that you let Ken come in because I want to deal with the founder's speech holistically.
Deal with it.
No. It will take time. Okay. It will take time. It will take time. It will take time. It will take time.
Alhaji Bature, how is that success on Tiasi? On this success,
because Miniska.
No.
Miniska.
It has nothing to do with money. But me person me chro state na Ghana won under President Kufuor's administration. Na baby 8 years, what the Ghana could do. It's a complete setback. Yeah, must set you back another 8 years. And for us to build another 8 years, even to come to President Kufuor's level, it's a problem. And you call that success? What's the education where then? Or promising 200 and something schools. What's he saying? What's he saying? And then over say success. What did you do with education? Tell us what you did. All I know is education. Mutumima Indian new contract. The total sum is $70 million. You tell him to add another 50 something. We ended up, the contract sum of $70 million became $132 million. And now the guy himself has reduced it by 30%. Is that what we call success in this country? Ensure. For the past 5 days, it's gone. Ensure, ma. What are you talking about? What did you do? All you did was Ibrahim Ekoma certificate of agency to Intermec. Over 300 million a year. No tender, nothing. From 2014. Yeah, the money back. Is that what you call success? Alhaji Bature, don't go there. So what tiwai, what call Kaswa interchange? Me think there's your part a bedroom a $250 million. Alhaji Bature, you call that success? You think we are dumb? You're too proud. Now what be Jinaha circle interchange way? What can I say? 278. Oko airport. One year 200 and something there. One terminal say 270 something $million. What we are asking Alhaji Bature is that one block now we see as another terminal. Ethiopia, only see airport. So if you want to know success, we are telling you value for money.
So it's the prudent management of resources.
Precisely. That is why former president, from the founder of NDC, is telling you that because of greed and corruption, you lost this. What do you say? Then you come and sit here, you are going to deal with what? The man has spoken the truth. And so it goes to NPP4. They should put their acts together. And they should stop dealing with NDC corrupt businessmen. As Samuel Rawlings said, let me tell you, I have said this before. One security agent at the top, no catch them, 2015. Was it NDC will lose this election 2016 because of Randiabe and Ibrahim Mahama? Did we lose? Whether he was right or not, they lost. As Samuel Rawlings Ekano, NDC MPP for Entnao and from Waba. What do you say? Now, Wakasama Mayina and yet NDC for one or Kama. The expectation of Ghanaians, they have no patience at all. Utie and some of my static say a break are dangerous for our party. And the best from those responsible for the development of this country. Almost and from what? Now Rawlings has some more kind Alhaji Bature say we could deal with them. On Penukreti, you preempted NDC laws.
Yeah, in his papers.
In your papers. And today you want to sit here, one who promote to Mahama, and Mahama is in the lead. What lead? Only Mahama baby ma, and you 20,000 votes gramunya. Monfan ya chem. Yes, no. What you say President Gra, or manipulate easy grand or lose. Nanya. What you say? Anti, all we are saying is that, or minor, a pro attitude. But we are going to fix it.
Okay.
And we'll fix it. Anti, Saubatna, now Kasa. And I ensure, and I'm here saying, at what cost? At what cost? And because it was, I see a wisdom. Now, more extra baby are offering any pra. Asia. The Korea year, a small dam to serve Dunkwane as sing and ye. And ne cocoa, and yes. What do you say? And some BS is in tea, Yempesi Beka Galamse once. On tea, Captain Mahama. Nyankopon Major Mahama Nyankopon mfan crazy. I think say Oma Nyade. All right. Rantie ni maba wano a omu yes ade. You can't take the law into your own hands. And obi any what we are even obi a fili wakum nipa kra. Our law doesn't justify say yeman instant justice. Te me ntimi hwe no. Obi yi kakra chems no way. Nipa pa. Baby, they went too far. But an empty son, anonymous, a way a honina, a bogai, a paye, a pacho. Obiam Fanche. This has nothing to do with President Mahama. The family, a nipa, and a woo. Whether you're President Mahama, what fast you, or when you, or you nipa, he shouldn't die the way he died. And I disagree. More beyond for politics in Tunche, we should condemn the act because Adiayano, everything about to me. Would you say, I start and come once educating conform Mose, will be a money crown and quarter from no fees were cromfua, Monchichi and Fanaco police station. It is young condemn Musadia way. Now Obia taking law into his own hands because one of you met me a pie with cromfu. Now we are very innocent. Ebi asotro me ebi na abo me na de call police station. Me kwa metimi ayi man no say oh there be ebi a me as nipa asemesi anase say. Ba say ekroma anopa no nwotwe. Adabi o ma nya de. Ntimi de me nyame politics sa because me we ya na me Alhaji Bature akot no. No aka che oh me bona na kufu adu di pe na wa say program no nti da bia me boni di abose na yesre aso bati say yeah ham di because obi ya defend the party and no njira say me against him and say or against me. And honestly what happened to the army officer very bad. We don't hope say this thing will happen again.
Okay, but
as for bogus administration of Mahama, bogus, where you corrupt.
Okay,
Rawlings ya me catch the. But we can't baby every day. Some one them. Where the government car you and what me can say. Also there
if
you ride a lame horse into a race and you lose the race. Your priority must be to cure the lameness of the horse. Deal with it and let me see. Alhaji Bature.
Okay. So
Rawlings is how you are corrupt. Was it cheche and they have baby say free in Suasi, Bakacho said then Bakacho said, was it Bombo Chichi?
Okay.
If in Suasi, Bakacho said then Chemua. Because the founder of the party himself is telling you.
First of all, President Mahama, and ex-President Mahama, oh yeah, that lame horse, I didn't support it. I didn't appreciate it. He shouldn't have said it. It's wrong. There are so many things. Okay, agree. This dead goat syndrome out by and I supported him when he vowed that teacher training allowance, restoration, and nurses say I know the memo will lose, and he's prepared to lose. Actually, then almost started to say gymnastics. Honor, I disagree with him. I supported him when he spoke in Parliament. Say, so we fix it. Can he? Anybody will lose power. He likes it. That's courageous man. What she say, he is not bent on staying in power. But when Nipa, he has made mistakes, and we all make mistakes. But President Rawlings is very sad. You are who? I don't even know where to begin and where to end. This is somebody who has inspired some of us. For 35 years, I defended Rawlings and Rawlings' legacy, and that's why I'm defending NDC.
Rawlings.
Even against my father. May his soul rest in peace. My father suffered under Rawlings in 79. He suffered under Rawlings in 82. But I was a PDC chairman. Rawlings' government took me to Mecca as a welfare officer in 1982. And I'm on a Alhaji title. And I defend the NDC and the Rawlings, whatever it is. But you see, baby, I walk on. He's going to force some of us now to also expose him. Of course. Because, sir, if he doesn't want anyone to drink from the pot, then let's break the pot. 19 years, the longest serving head of state of this country. Rawlings ate to me Sisa Ghana, and then we won't talk about Kufo Mills Mahama Akufo-Addo. And then she said, but he could have done better. He was so naive. His administration was so naive. When Nigeria, Malaysia, and others were moving high-tech, he was just confined to this cutting of cocoa. That was the revolution we had. Issue about integrity. I can vouch. I'm fasting today. Say, Rawlings has never stolen Ghana money. When you're corrupt, as far as financial issues are concerned, we're better than 19 years. I can vouch. Say, well, I'm funding on my kitty. And now on my sika. To the extent that the watch, or nice watch be obi chain, a sacred, no, the ama, the Colandi, saying repair, head of state for 19 years. Young repair watch, why won't you buy a new one? Even gold plated. But that's Rawlings for you. But the fact that you didn't steal money, the fact that you are not corrupt as far as Ghana resources are concerned, and then say you can stand the integrity test. Rawlings cannot even pass 10% of integrity test.
Former President Rawlings.
Former President Rawlings. Oh. So when he comes and when you talk about integrity, probity, accountability, what is probity and accountability? Let me remind you. I mean, tell one thing. Rawlings, according to the Constitution, every president who take office, that's a who free power. You must account to Ghanaians. The Rawlings go to Parliament to account to Ghanaians in 2000 before he left office. No. Rawlings never accounted
for stewardship.
For his stewardship. In 2000, I'm a Ken Crunchy Echo Samano Shraj. Assembly Edaso Edda Shraj in the army. Is that accountability? Is that probity? You are enjoined by the Constitution. to address the nation, give them a picture, the state of the nation. You didn't do the address. Is that probity and accountability? You see, Rawlings, and then I'll say 2 million about the demand. I am here. I wish I can look at him and ask him, where was that $5 million you told me?
Who told you?
He told me.
That?
Rawlings told me. That's why I say, you see, it's very sad. Or can't tell me. I'm not going to discuss all. But I say, I wish I would look at him and ask him, Chief, the $5 million you said they brought, and you said you made them to send it up to Obed. Is it different from the 2 million you are talking of? I will look at him and ask him. I was in room. I didn't know anybody brought money. What was the between Oni Obed Ebaye? He says Obed squandered the 5 million. Hey. So are you the man of integrity, the incorruptible Rawlings? Okay, young fan say Abacha ma 2 million. Abacha were another sovereign state head of state. Naked where you say oji naira, oji dollars. Onya $2 million were he and what the chow. Don't you ask yourself that he stole the people of Nigeria's money and brought it to you as a gift? Oaji. Can you stand integrity test? You took gift from a thief. A year you know 2 million. Now the 2 million, what did you use it for? Was it nationalistic or was it nationalistic purpose? And you know, Mr. Rawlings, it's not true. So you see, corruption is a very serious issue. Maka said he didn't steal Ghana money. That one I can swear, I can vouch. But it doesn't make him clean. Rawlings is one of the greatest manipulators in this country. And when we talk about corruption, it's about dishonesty, it's also about your ethical behavior. It's not just stealing or stashing money. Corruption, abroad, even moral corruption. Your wife is the most corrupt woman in Ghana. Who? Nana Konedu. Nana Konedu is the most corrupt woman in Ghana.
How do you substantiate this?
I will substantiate when they dare me in court. They should dare take me to court.
No, but I won't even cast out without saying.
I say I will substantiate one. Yes, he called when Rawlings said the NDC is greedy. You were announced reading with glee. Wanka. I'm a Canadian Japan Ebosu. Konedu is the most corrupt person. All the GNTC properties over here. All the GNTC properties over here. Star Hotel, assassinating over here. Only Dr. Banafo, what are they doing in court? Hey, this man shouldn't provoke some of this. They shouldn't provoke. Yeah, I will not sit here and spew lies. The 31st December schools, over here. That cocoa factory, means 5 million. Man, over here. You see, you may not be corrupt. Your wife, you sleep with on bed. How did she acquire all these resources? Canary, in some Canary. How did she take care of your children in school, in London? So you see, that's why I say Rawlings cannot pass integrity test. We know him. He's our boss. He's our founder. He's our inspirer. We defended him. Today, Akufo-Addo has come because you are afraid that he may open Nana Konedu's case. Akufo-Addo. That's the secret behind all what is happening to Rawlings and Konedu. They are scared of Akufo-Addo. Omunim say Akufo-Addo, in fact, he vowed before long, since 2008, to open cases against anybody who has squashed Ghana money. And who and Rawlings and they are placating him. They don't like him. Rawlings hate Akufo-Addo to the marrow that he refused to even mention his name throughout the 19 years of his rule. Was it that what is called that short man? And he's a saint because he doesn't want Akufo-Addo to open cases against Nana Konedu. We know it. When he say NDC can do FOCO, cannot do any FOCO because he is the founder. What can say, you know what is NDC? How did you respond? Oh, he's entitled to his view. But I'm going to tell the NDC people, be careful, Rawlings want to break your party. Rawlings is on the verge of breaking NDC because he cannot take NDC back. He cannot be accepted in NDC anymore.
But he's taking a new direction.
I say he cannot be accepted in NDC.
But NDC,
it's a party. Party of the collectives. They say the masses have taken over the party. Any year, all what he's doing is to scheme, say, if it were possible, to take back the party. Okay. But NDC has outlived Rawlings. It has won to me. There is no way Rawlings. And let me tell him something about him citing corruption at June 4 and today corruption. Mr. Rawlings, he should do some sociological thinking, philosophical analysis about world trends. In 1979, we didn't have a radio station. We had only state broadcaster. We didn't have a private newspaper. There are sports newspapers. So the world has moved. Graph is now even issue about technology. So you see, it is now, we have a vibrant media. In 79, you dare not publish anything against its government.
Okay.
So today, people have courage. People will come and sit here and be listening to people who deem are corrupt because the democracy allowed that. And that is why you think that every government that comes, you hear people shouting corruption. The corruption the AFRC came to approve was just scratching the surface. If the AFRC, the PNDC especially, had built this society like the Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia, like Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore, the kind of discipline they brought, like the South Korea, the Thailand, Ghana by this time would have been paradise.
Okay,
so if you want to trace the problems of Ghana today, trace it at the doorstep of Jerry Rawlings. 19 years of wasted effort.
Okay, Alhaji, thank you so much. So waiting okay, Japan.
No, this is the best program all this time, yeah. And then Kwame was Alhaji Bature Kanokure. I know the wine, but as more can you need once some go. Just say, not in Nimia Obeka, but he has dealt with the issues.
Okay, we're dealing with issues in there, I'm a minute back. Let me try my home.
Oh, no, and the Abana, Course. Now, to me, a man called for you, but you're the best kind of 40 years here, Alhaji Bature, as I'm a worker, say. A Diabano Rawlings said, do you know? And then, and Abba Asu. Ne Ababa branches no. Any what he himself is experiencing today. Ahoya Rawlings di ba Ghana. Enu na wo NDC fo mu ene. Ahoya NDC ni bia hu obi a wo ye successful pe. Na ne bu ofu. Me wa wonya wo pe because me kaipa Rawlings by. I say we no go sit down make each test every day. No, walai. Now ruffians, our know how to manage a business. You see, PDCs and CDRs, they took over successful people companies and running it. They run everything down. Me, and now Alhaji can't make a be. Now you will train from Takoradi to Nkran. You're back your friend Express, back your friend Boss. What you say? You will train from Fosu to Accra. Yobako etu eko kede from Takwa to Kede. Bejimi sabe Bejimi abresuponu. Our railway systems were working. Onwa was so baya. Woya jinkwa. Wobe save Ghana. What happened? Yentri agwene ko bibi so ni Alhaji Bature ken. Papa ni 19 years to destroy this country completely. Because na kebetimi akwenimpa. I'm telling you today. Now, why we should not pamper him? Then he said, the 19 years of dictatorship. Then go to the year to say Malaysia, or to the year to Singapore. But what happened? Now, former Minister of Health, NDC ash
Mama na wonya baby.
Debbie Bemma yi nansan anu
Nyama.
Professor
Your lecturer bad boy made a fantastic speech. That was SOS. I say, none of Papa Tibet. And I say, Tienia Obama Kano. Now I remember his quotation very well. I say, the revolutionalist, after the revolution, becomes a Democrat. Now me give a sign. So what Tienia Obama Eka? Your lecturer about Okoyu Pen. That was that day. As Temple, the boy was so fantastic. I said, wow. Rawlings here could be a pet. I will whom say we are see a day. He also changed. I can give you number of girlfriends. Now, make your wife in the baby, so Alhaji Bature. Here, RT Briscoe. RT Briscoe. Yes. Bisase, who are the owners of the UNCC and what is the relationship? My girlfriend, and then RT Briscoe. Are you somebody who will justify or criticize corruption? You see, we cannot, and I repeat, we can't make people think gods for the evil things they've done in this country. Bonia omudi pa kwabrana usa Bobby Fili or Babesia. Why I did not like that family? Tessano, near friend Tessano Gardens. We are 2 p.m. near Lashi Oba, or buy a banham, or son as you say, or call a hine, a cania, a hine, a cania, a bonahemuma, or naked. The highest humiliation a woman will ever encounter in her life. I saw it myself. My sister Odimechi. For so about things now, Takradi soldiers never take over. And we move bu abrewabi. And waka na abrewa sa na mo punu ni yi. See anybody. Small girl no di be 12 as 13. Ya twin say the need to run ho. My sister Odimechi, mo friend nam bisa say etro na media. Ya lash no. Edabi enyoma e course no. And Rawlings send your to take Ghana NDC for. So he has no moral right even to talk about corruption. But me the that's workers and Mahama corrupt. A woman buy a corrupt. But me a me person me draw attention say. Abana will do ya asu. The kind of training or the man. One say we see refraps bebre we mu din semfu ye kanse hunu e fie hudi ye de patapa. He trained them. Boachie Jaku, where the me sorry fache me. I mean more history. Boachie Jaku so yi ni yam say kirewa. Jiwanum ko ye ku. Now, yeah, oko Christ the King akofa ne maame wa sorry. Todu no ma blocko. Anna, obi say ase wo ko heni yi. Also akofa maame. O kasa also now this boy be Ashanti man pick him to Gonja Barracks. O say do hye ankodem. Ye bunsu agu. Ni ye be faw ekope na chese no ano no. Enti ohun se patenting eba. Also George. Me na de baba no. Okay, oh, you be too no. Kaya no ano ko dinajar na dem. Boachie Jaku, Minister of Energy. Tomo didn't call hospital office wo. Enna students e call round the mates. Eno bo say otuchi omui. Ne e paja. Wo pa ma Boachie Jaku enyiri yam say na hwade. Is that what we are seeing today? And if he say nipa bi ewu a sacrifice on life and a Ghana akonenim. Aduaba osu etu oduaye e di mayen enene. Bonia ekoso. Enipa yekum wo mu. Nobody, and I repeat, with the level of corruption going on in this country, nobody deserves to die. Every fact, also a person or chance who Bema. And you're dropping a new deal, but they wanted to torture him. They know so born straight, a boha, you kill him, a both in Nasi to punish him. Ndi and that is coming from Onua NDC, so we are able to tell you what happened. Emrantie ni maba wa omutie ye no. Omu fam waba, mo two men NDC da. Ko boni ewu omutiri no. Omu wura no de start ye no. Otiase enkoy. Anybody who tries so obe resisting na omu aside line. Kwabra yentumi enka enwie. Me maame some tena ha ka kiro me say omu ye ku na alatani bi odinioma oyalatani half ekuapem half odinioma bre no okanhyi so obeton ha ekwa nioma na se no na odiama no obeton obekọ beba na ye me say Rawlings year second coup December 31st 1981 untumi fasika ko bank genuine money what did Dracula win? Ukwa, when you scan away a mouse one. Mewa a ready, a marble 4, and we are 4. Papa contractor, what da, down so man. Sanena oba, yenim. Yakofa no free ni fie, one in a year da. Unim, Bibi Bismarck. Now offer brochire ba. Sanena yebe who Bibi Bismarck. Yenim. Rawlings has no moral rights. And you use a fantastic word to say corruption is not only taking bribe but a new man a course on a see there Rawlings says so ye and no one this woman to date. Now me chiro Rawlings is subino near wakan na me can be out to say Rawlings yes we sent but I know there or buy and GMPC a GNTC Nina wa Ghana maame no 5 in some cannery everything yes but obi ko pe bidia say anya Rawlings ana Ghana ye ku anim siaw tata oji Ghana ni adwuma enne foreigners na rane owusu na Kous motors odwane kwotena Abidjan Poku transport odwane kwotena Abidjan the successful businessmen in this country Rawlings tata womu eji adwuma e de ma PDC any CDR and running it down. And only the downfall of Ghana as I speak today. And when you guys see him as a hero, I name one. Because in your man a course at time. A soldier for pa brother brunipa. Now a bono numa, one say una, oh mamma no papa no more trim penitentiary making a young woman. A bono numa. Nature say nipa America would be curfew. America pa na di kofi. Oh my goodness. Many of them say people were going to die. People were sacrificing their lives for a better Ghana, an incorruptible Ghana.
Okay, Honorable Neil and Devanda Ponce, NDC and block no ruffians now who usually any reference on there who hold on.
Okay, may reference. Okay, may thank you for the you know sorry politics what I say. But maybe sorry but the kind of people who train here bitterness a woman to date who use woman at the deep bonnet. But let's put everything behind. I know Ghanaians, they put everything behind and we are moving. But Alhaji Bature, program. I am telling you, I give you my respect. Was it Debbie? I'm sorry, man, and I could for the net. I'm sorry, man. We should be bold to criticize any other.
You see,
but the American who NDC for a tolerant chair MPP. Some people for na beka who some a year coming through her. Koyasima kaka say MPP for a Jimmy. Till date, yes me you better bring me down. Nti wo de no baby I won cry there tolerance wom. MPP for the woman yet tolerant kapre. Asem way ye share we yase ane amuna. But the Nyankopon ehira no. Na was shirano. Obia was over bringing Canada Japan down. Or a Juma power nanim. A Juma, a one name. Because me am soon, and me no crabby DNT, mean credit you as your kumami. And this I'm got transit plan is a Canada Japan, where Miana no now will bring him down. I'll give you all of you to God. But don't forget, me were naked pictures. Me were naked pictures. I would give me one gra. Send your Messia finish you Wagana. Stay put. Media means slow. We are a wrong approach. Because I'll fight the system just like Alhaji Bature is fighting the system.
We are building a nation. Okay? Yeah, now we know our history. Nearby, and I'm a victim of June 4th and PNDC, which sent my father to his early grave. My father disagreed with the Rawlings idea until he died in 2008. I stood by Rawlings and I continue to stand by him.
Rawlings, your papa said, "Yeah, for where did Jimmy? I mean, anyway, Jimmy for."
No, and Jimmy, and Jimmy.
I mean, that because a minute of Japan.
Unti. And Jimmy. Say, no, we have to say, MP before Jimmy for. We and so that's him. Who can I
yeah.
Minim say, Jimmy, sir. And so that's
for a reason.
Almost for a reason. Or maybe the reason new. Maybe the
reason. Meeting, I mind when
it is
they misquoted
the principles now on what the buyer.
Yeah.
And no be na yemubi yekuta. For example, he doesn't believe in multi-party politics, and I don't believe in it either. I support him. Up to today, that's why I refuse to take any party card. I defend NDC, speak for NDC. I don't have any membership card because I'm not going to run for office. I don't believe in it. That's what Rawlings taught us. I'm restrained or constrained in saying certain things. But I want to warn those later-day states now. They think that they support Rawlings and so on. So they will go after you. Some of us, when we open our mouth, Rawlings, when they lock him in jail, they will throw the key in the sea. But we're not doing it. We're not going to do that. Because since the evolution of the 1992 Constitution, United States, Yenja, Bibia, and the NDC supporters, majority of them were victims of Rawlings' brutalities. But I met them with family. Why no General Utuka? They announced NDC. All the felly, no, they are NDC. At some point, even his family, they are NDC. Because we thought that as a country, let's move forward. But you don't try to climb the moral horse when you don't belong there.
Okay.
And let me tell them, someone Nima, they should go and ask Kofi Adams. They should ask Victor Smith. When I started checkmating Rawlings, Kofi Adams told me that, Rawlings will name me. Hey, Kofi Adams. And then, when who said Rawlings will name me? Rawlings will name me. Bisano. So, why was he sending his driver to come and pick Alhaji Bature? Bisano, why was he begging me? Kofi Adams. Victor Smith, about the cabaret shows who are doing FM. What did me, sir? And they were Madame Fupa. Kofi Adams to hear Madame Fupa. Mo amudi Rawlings Muka say he is God. Munko besought inside the all the people who started with Rawlings, including those who break the jail on June 4th to remove him from the room. What are they today?
Okay.
Omuni Rawlings started June 4th, PNDC, NDC, and Omuni now. All
right. June 6 memorial lectures. Alhaji Bature. Memorial lectures.